Hello, my name is Agaba Safari. I'm the engineer, the professor at Saftech Canada College. And today I have our big guest, Moses Bukenya. And not only that is my good friend, but we also happen to live in Toronto together for all this long. We've been here. Moses happened to be one of my first boot camp trainings. And Moses did just perfect. We went through a lot of phases of training, material, content, global market skill sets, what's required on the market, the challenges. And if I can tell you one thing, I was impressed of this man. As you can see, we are in the age range, and it doesn't come so easy when you're studying. There's so many responsibilities out there. But this man managed to put all his responsibilities aside because he knew what he wanted. And I'm so proud today to say that he made it. He acquired the skills, and we'll talk more. And the good news, he got his first job. And not only that, he's also our partner. He has some contracts in Rwanda in the call centers. And Moses, welcome on board. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thank you. So feel free to talk about anything. I told these guys, I've been telling them I'll be taking some videos and recording them for people we've been together. How long we've been together now?
It's almost 10 years, I think.
10 years. 10 years. You can imagine 10 years, it's been a journey.
Right.
And here we are. He is a professional global marketist. He knows how to penetrate in the global market. After the boot camp, after our first boot camp, he got a good job in Rogers. And you can tell us about how did it go? How was it like the first time through the boot camp to the job industry that you didn't have any experience at all? How was it?
I came to Canada towards the end of 2015. And I came from Uganda. As you mentioned, my name is Moses Bukenya. And in Uganda, I used to work for British American Tobacco. I was in charge of logistics planning and strategy in British American Tobacco. So then I decided to immigrate to Canada. So my background is in IT, but I had gravitated onto the business side, dealing with supply chains, but I still focused more on supply chain systems. So I moved to Canada. I think I took like 9 months, tried to find work. I couldn't find work.
It was hard.
Yeah. And I happened to be on one of the WhatsApp groups, Ugandan WhatsApp groups, where people just share general knowledge. And on one of those WhatsApp groups, you posted a message saying you are looking for, I think, 10 people between the ages of, I think, like 21 to like 35.
Yeah. I always do that. You guys have seen that.
Right. And you said, I'm willing to train you. I have work for you. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, okay, let me reach out to this gentleman, this number actually, didn't know the gentleman. So I decided to go on the side and reached out to him. I told him, I introduced myself. I shared my background as a new immigrant to this country. I'm ready to learn. And he said, okay, that's good. Let's meet. So by then, I'm not sure what company you're working for, but you were at Hudson Bay.
Yeah. I think I was maybe that was recent, maybe TD Bank or something.
Something like that. So yeah, I jumped into an Uber and went to Hudson Bay. We had some coffee. By then, I was doing some Uber, like casually.
They hustle.
Yes.
Hustle on the side, yeah.
Yeah, and then he told me something which I've never forgot to this day. He said, you might be making some little money with Uber. But the problem with that is you're spending a lot of time compared to the actual amount of money you're making.
And could you repeat that? I need them to understand that part. Yes. Most people are doing exactly that, and I want you guys to hear this.
Yeah, so his statement was, you're spending too much time seated on Uber, but you're getting very little money out of that time.
Compared to how much time you're putting.
You can get, yes. And it's like, I can train you, I can give you skills, whereby at least for every hour you're being productive, you're being paid. So that's how our journey started. He gave me Now I see things are formal, everything is documented. But when I started, we were meeting at the coffee shop.
Yeah, we met. That was the coffee shop. He was one of my first students. We met at the coffee shop and we started talking. That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we met at the coffee shop. There was a small piece of paper. I had a notebook. So he wrote down the few things he does and the ones he thought I should spend time on reading. And he said, once you read all these things, call me. But in between, you can also, check in with me, I'll guide you. So I did that. And after maybe 2-3 months, I reached out and said, hey, I've done all these things. I've read these things. I've done this research. I'm ready for you. And so we got, I think a month later, we got our first contract. It was with, I think, HCL. It was IT support. So it helped me go through the process.
The hands-on, in-field Canadian American experience.
Work experience.
Yeah.
It was a very good experience. I had to learn a lot. I started off being very timid. I was scared.
Nervous. You guys, you know yourselves. I'll mention your names.
I was very scared. I had never worked with so many white people in one place. But yeah, with time, once I had my hands on, the beauty is I knew what is required. And it's very important for you to understand exactly what the client wants. Once you can internalize what the client wants, the deliverables become very easy.
You get the point. Okay. As long as you have the concept, as long as you get the essentials, then you can fake it until you make it.
That's true. That's very true.
What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that's very true. You can fake it until you make it. And the beauty is, we live in a world where we have the internet. When I started school back in Uganda, there was no internet.
There was no internet, yeah.
But here, people have phones, people have laptops.
Everywhere in the world, even in Africa, you guys have everything. You have the internet, correct. Everything.
So I spent a lot of time researching on the internet. If there's a problem, by then we're using the ticketing system, so they assign you a ticket. The user is experiencing this. If I'm not sure about it, I'll send a text message to Safari and say, hey, this is the problem, what is the solution? Then I would also go on Google and...
And this is real life. He's working, he's on a shift. He's texting me. What should I say? You remember, guys, when I say service now, all those applications?
Correct. Yeah, so I would text or I would go on Google, I would read about it. And then he would give me an answer. Then I also take what I've seen on Google, and then I kind of get back to the clients, and especially once we resolved that ticket, I did like maybe 5-10 tickets, and then I built the confidence that I already know these things. I can get the resources.
You faked it,
and then
you made it.
Then everything went well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we read that contract. I think ran for like around 12 months.
12 months a contract. And yes, it wasn't bad. I remember the money wasn't bad.
Yes, yes, it wasn't. It was very good.
Yeah.
And I was very, very excited once at least I got a feel of the work experience. Many people tend to ask for a lot of North American experience. That gave me the opportunity. Now the beauty people have, especially if Safari helps you get a contract and you're best in Africa, that experience you're getting, if you ever decide to move to North America or get any other contract, you can clearly state on your resume, I have working experience in Canada or the US.
And if I can shine more light on that, once you get these skills, like at Saftech Canada College, specifically, we focus on global market skill sets, high demand skill sets. For instance, AI. We create, deploy, train, and integrate AI in application and websites. And this AI can work as call center agents. They can answer all the questions. Then we do cloud computing, like AWS, Azure, being a cloud architect, migrating companies from on-prem to the cloud. Then you also have like digital marketing. How do I digital my services? And now you're talking of digital marketing integration with sales and marketing. I give you an example. The thing we're talking about, Microsoft.
Yes.
Microsoft is looking for the, how do they call them what?
Pre-sales engineers.
Pre-sales engineers. And pre-sales engineers, all you need is just a concept. Office 365. We teach Office 365. Then we teach you how do you maneuver into the market. Then for people who never been a part of the IT, don't worry. We go from the scratch and we give you just the basics. And that's the basics you need in the market. Then for these all people are coming from different backgrounds, we have IT, AI, agile project management. You remember the old project management, the PMP everyone was talking about.
Yes.
But today, the PMP does not apply in the global market skill set. So you need AI, IT, cloud, agile project management. So the reason why we combine all those skill sets, like for instance, for the entry level as technology, as AI, IT, cloud security support, it's because we want to give you the essentials on-prem, like domain controls, Active Directory, then you understand the concept to migrations, and that's what the market is looking for.
Correct.
And once you have all those skills, we give you a diploma, and now we help you. Now you can apply. We don't necessarily have to help you. You can go online and apply at a skilled labor to USA or to Canada with the skills required on the market. And that will give you a visa, and now you don't have to go through the courts, through the shelter.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes.
The struggles we've been through coming in this countries.
Me personally, I've been very lucky that I didn't go through that process, but at least I know people come here, people sleep on the streets. If they are lucky, they'll go into a shelter. That's a very traumatic experience. And it takes people a lot longer to recover from that.
It's so hard.
Yeah. So, but when you come, when you're skilled, it makes your entry very, very simple, very, very easier.
Easy. You are variable. Now in the community, when in Canada, America, they are looking at you. They're like, oh, we need this person.
Correct.
And that's where the advantage comes in. And well, I remember when you come, most people come here, they don't even know. They think by the time they got the visa, I'm going to be rich the next day. You don't know the journey is getting started.
Correct.
I lost my almost 10 years working in factories,
Yes.
pushing wheelbarrows,
Yes.
constructing swimming pools, the jobs I never did back home, slaughtering chicken heads, standing in a pool of blood,
Right.
picking eggs. Oh my God, I did jobs. I almost felt like going back, but unfortunately, I didn't have nowhere to go back to. And guess what? Just because I lacked somebody who could just guide me a little bit, just be your mentor.
Yes.
You can't come here and bring your old wealth tricks in Uganda, in Kenya, in Africa, anywhere, and you think they're going to apply here. You need somebody who knows this system. And that person, I'm here to mentor you. Call me anytime, the number is going to be here, we talk. And then Moses is going to tell us when you joined Rogers for the first time. How was it?
It wasn't as complicated, but I'll tell you how I got to Rogers. So as I'm finishing this contract we're doing with HCL, the other thing Safari hasn't mentioned is mentioned a lot of technical skills, but the other thing you learn from Saftech, a lot of soft skills, which are very important. How you communicate, how you internalize information, and how you disseminate that information using different platforms. So that was very important. So by the time we finished that contract, I think I spent like a week after the contract ended, and I got a phone call. I got a phone call from one of the HCL managers who had moved to Rogers. So he reaches out to me and said, you're with HCL, I know, but we have an opportunity here. I worked within HCL. You seem to be a very hardworking person. I like your mentality.
Remember, that was your entry level.
And yet that was my entry level.
He's never been there. Now he's recommended. He's saying, I like that.
So when I didn't really apply for the Rogers job. I was actually headhunted for it. But given my work ethic, within the first contract I got through Safari. So my role pretty much in Rogers revolved around working. Now it was no longer support because I had left support. Now I had moved to a role where I was managing these ERP systems. ERP systems are enterprise resource planning. They're very big systems. And that bring together so many different modules, finance, HR, logistics, warehouse. So it's into one whole system.
It's a portfolio of the sales.
Yes, correct. So, and that was with Oracle. So the system was called Oracle Business Suite.
Remember, this is the guy who started from nowhere.
From nothing.
No skills, no nothing, has submitted so many resumes, no interview, no job. Now he's being recommended by the best guys on the team saying that he's the best, one of the best. Can you imagine?
Yes. And by the Rogers is the biggest telecom and media company.
Like 10 times bigger than MTN.
Correct.
And other companies, yeah.
Now, what made me fit for this job? They wanted somebody who has developed the technical competence, but understands the business. Now, the business part I had from my jobs in Uganda. You see,
the concept. You hear that?
The African experience.
The African now is transferable
to North America.
To North America.
See, so I got the technical one from the first contract with HDL. I had the business concept because I was going to be moving into supply chain, helping manage the IT systems of supply chain. But you need to understand something. What does supply chain mean? What is logistics? What is warehouse? And I used to do those things in Uganda. So now when I
did you know the details?
I didn't know the details.
So you could do them all the time.
Yes.
But you didn't know what you were working on.
No, I didn't.
And so you didn't know how much you could get paid.
No, I had no idea. And so what actually happened is, so in the first meeting, when I joined Rogers, it was just actually around the COVID time. So it was remote. So I got on a Teams meeting with the directors and everybody else. I introduced myself. So when the meeting ended, so one of the directors asked me he told me what I'm going to be working on. And he said, I know you're new, but
were you scared?
Not really, because I'd had an experience for 1 year really working.
Now you're confident.
Now I'm more confident.
Now you know you can fake it even better.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So he asked me, he said, you're going to be working on this with so and so. But from your experience, we have this challenge. And do you think you can take it on? Now, what was the challenge? By the time I joined Rogers, the company was moving from managing this system on-prem, and it was moving to cloud. Now,
that's what we do in the class.
Correct. So the system was moving from on-prem
to the
cloud. Now, my role in there was to provide support to the other users of the system during that transition.
Like service matter expert.
Exactly. So people had to make sure that whatever they are doing doesn't stop. It has to keep doing.
The continuity, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm supporting the people. And actually, the technical team was coming out of India that was doing the actual migration to cloud. So all of this, what it explains is the skills you build from Saftech add up. So I was lucky that I landed into a role that was bringing all
the background pieces together, yeah.
That whole package together into one role. And then my pay jumped like 10 times.
Did you guys hear that? Repeat that one.
The pay I was getting from the first contract, and then by the time I got the second contract, it jumped like 10 times.
So you can imagine you guys making $25 and making $3,000 maybe a month on a lucky month to $10,000 a month.
Yeah, just not to get very specific.
Yeah.
I'll give some rough numbers. I was getting around between $20 and $25 on the first contract. Now, when I moved into Rogers, I moved to around $50 to $85 an hour.
Can you imagine that?
So the skills you learn are very, very important.
Don't undermine them.
The skills you learn are very
important. And these are the particular skills you can't study from other schools.
Correct.
There's not a single school that would ask you in an interview, tell me about yourself, because they're trying to prepare you. And that confidence, because you guys, you have the content. Some of them, they have great skills. They have great experience. But if you can't sell it to the buyer, it's useless.
Correct.
And that's why we teach them.
Correct.
And then you maneuver it through, and now you're in a position to get a contract to be able to send it back in Africa and make some money without working. How does it work?
So what happens, again, through Saftech, we, as a partner, actually, just to go back, based on my work experience, based on my work ethic, based on my the way I deliver stuff, when Saftech was starting to formalize, Safari was starting to formalize this whole Saftech idea, he called me on board and said, hey, I have this idea, you've gone through the journey, do you want to partner with me and a couple of other colleagues to try and, we help, just like how I helped you, We help other people back.
Yeah, we give back. That's our point. We're now making it. Let's help some people out there. That's giving back. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's how I
And he did a great job. He's been very supportive. He has helped a lot. He's always jumping on anybody who needs a help. And
Right.
guys, I don't want to keep him so busy because I know you're gonna start calling. But this is the guy you can go to, and
Right.
he's very skilled. I'm telling you, this was my first student 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And now he's standing here. As we sit here right now, somebody's making us some money.
That's true. That's very true. So yeah, so the contracts now we help people get contracts through Saftech. We can train people, and yeah, jobs are being done and being delivered out of Africa to our North American clients.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good thing.
So the whole point is understand the concept. You can't come in from Africa and you come to North America, Canada, USA, Europe, and you think your games and praise that you did in Africa, they're going to apply here. You need somebody who understands better than you. And this is where it comes. The good advantage that Saftech Canada does, the Saftech Canada College does, we do have Saftech Canada. This is a company that I've been running for the last 15 years, 20 years almost. It's a cutting edge technology. We do IT managed services. We design industry infrastructures, databases, and everything. Then from that one, we have Saftech Canada College. And this is the knowledge that comes from Saftech Canada,
Right.
goes to Saftech Canada College. So you can benefit out of it. And because I happen to have SGS in USA, which is a BPO call center, we get the contract in USA, then we get the contract from Canada, we take them in Africa, and some we run them here. Now this becomes an advantage because we, on the resume, now you have on Saftech Canada, you have SGS,
Yes.
which both gonna cover for 3 years of experience. Then education, you have Saftech Canada College. And then you have a boot camp and internship. How can you fail?
No, you can't fail. Definitely. Actually, just also to share this out, by the time you're done through the whole Saftech college, you will have an equivalent of 3 to 5 years work experience.
That's because everything is hands-on.
Yes, and that can go a very long way in the job market.
Everything is hands-on. You don't come there and watch. You take your laptop, they share the screen. You have to each and every step. And that's what you need. And he managed to do that. And we're still working on so many different things. If you want, every day we have classes taking place Monday to Friday. And they take place, for those who are in different locations, I'm going to specify Toronto time. So the class starts at 7. At 7 a.m., we have 2 engineers there who are doing the recap of the training you did yesterday in case you skipped something, you can't recall something, or you didn't get something. Jump in the class from 7 to 8. Then another engineer jumps in from 8 to 9. This engineer is going to give you the technical perspective of engineering on board, a theoretical part of it and the hands-on part of it. Then I come in at 10. I go all the way to 11. And what do? Now, we design our resume together. We practice the resume together. We practice the interview, and I give you some tips how to get a job and how to stay in the job, because the big part is staying at the job. How did you stay at the job?
Making sure that I deliver what is required of me, making sure I'm present. You don't give excuses to miss meetings.
All those excuses, my mom is
Yes.
sick, my kid is sick.
No, I mean, one of the things that fascinates me is in Canada, even if you lose someone who is very close to you, very close, like a family member, like a wife or a child or something, I think it's called benevolent days. They give you 5.
5.
If somebody's a bit distant,
And you were talking about the cross passing.
it depends on you. If you can check on me on this, maybe it might have changed.
I think that's true. I think about it.
Yes, if somebody is a bit distant, it's 3 days. In Africa, when somebody dies, I get it. We spend 2 months trying to bury that person. Unfortunately, North America is a bit shrewd at doing that, because since they pay people per hour, so every hour you don't work, you don't get paid. I know in Africa, we work through, it's a salary system. Whether you've worked that day or not, you get paid at the end of the month. In North America, it's different. The hours you've not worked for,
you don't get paid.
No one's going to pay you. So also for you not to fall short on finances, you have to show up. You have to do the job.
Tell them about the timesheet.
Oh yeah, you have to fill timesheets.
You know what's a timesheet?
So timesheets just there's so many systems that do these timesheets, but in a nutshell, you're kind of logging the hours you've worked per day, a week. So, I mean, you work a specific number of hours. If you go beyond that, then that is overtime. But yeah, timesheets are very good at tracking that. Yes.
And the big take on this one, you have to understand, the longer you stay in North America without a career path, you have to have a career path. It doesn't matter how long you spend too much on one level, but at least build something that will come something tomorrow. What do I mean for that? If you don't have a career path, that's why you end up consuming a lot of loan, going to school, and then you don't even get a job.
Correct.
So come here, let's focus on what you can do, which is technical. Technical is not hard. Things are getting easier with the AI. Then once you get that, don't go to these schools where you pay a lot of money. No, don't pay those loans. Come here, we help you through the process. You're going to start from customer service, IT support, systems administrator, infrastructure admin, cloud admin and support, cloud practitioner, cloud solutions architect to senior cloud architect. And as you can tell, you are going from $25 to $10, maybe $15 customer service, but all the way to $100 plus an hour in engineering. And all this can take you less than 6 months. But if you go in traditional schools, where somebody is teaching you something and he's never done it, it's going to take you years. Stop consuming, coming here, taking loans. Before you graduate, they're asking you the experience you don't have, and you end up doing the customer service, the Uber, when you are graduate. I've seen people like that.
That's true.
They come here, they go to school, they do masters, bachelors in some courses, they go on the market, they can't find a job because they don't have experience, which you offer. Then once they are stuck, let me go back to Uber. And now you're going to Uber, you are paying a loan of the government, of the OSAP you took for the loan for the school. On top of that, you have no income better than what you had before.
Correct.
And what do you think? The system is designed exactly like that because not everybody deserves to have the knowledge that is required to do things. Some people, they need to stay in the circles. So did you lose some years in this country, lost doing things that made no sense?
I lost like 2 years, and it was
lucky you.
Yeah, I said so.
Lucky you.
Very lucky.
I lost 10 years.
Again, I spent a lot of time trying to do Uber. I did a few warehouse jobs, but then again, I realized I'm putting in. I was either spending too much time sitting, making less money, driving around,
setting your time cheap.
Exactly, or I would be working a lot harder in these warehouses, but again, making less money. So I needed to strike a balance where I can sit and get paid adequately.
And I tell you guys, if you're making less than $30 an hour, it doesn't matter how hard you work, you will never make it. Will you make it?
No.
And even if you make it, maybe some guys work 20 hours a day. Maybe. Even if you make that money, you will die without spending that money because by the time you hit a certain age, you are walking dead. Correct. So the best way, build the skill sets. Don't focus on money first. Build the skill sets. And once he told you, he started the job after the training with me, he started the job at $25. This is from Uber to a career path. You understand? Something that gives you a map of where you're heading. From 25, he jumped all the way to more than $10,000 a month. And from here, I don't want to ask him where he is right now, but certainly I'm 100% sure that as he's sitting here right now, somebody through Saftech Canada service or whatever, he's making some money. Are you making some money right now?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And that's our point. If we can be here, if you can work from home, if you can decide to go back home, that's why we have those call centers. So you can get a contract, we help you get a contract here, you go back, stay home, do it from there.
Yes.
We have VPNs, we have set up fast internet, solar system, everything, so that we make sure you can work from there in Africa. More importantly, we need those skills back home. What do you think?
I mean, the world, and especially with the advent of AI, Africa is very lucky that we have a very high educated population and many people are young. The other thing that shocked me working in Canada is many people in these offices are old.
Very old.
They are very old. So that was a bit scary.
That's a key point.
They are old. So, which means in Africa, you're much younger. You're
25, the average is 25 years old.
Yeah, so that's really the future. Now, what we need to do to try and not let this revolution of AI pass us, we need to skill that generation.
That's a big point, and that is where I'm coming from. Africa, please change that education that is based on the slavery mindset, where people go to school and they're studying about people, the white people who came in Africa and discovered the places we lived on. Somebody discovered Lake Victoria, yet there were some people living on Lake Victoria. You go, you study at Canadian Paris.
Correct.
You study Napoleon, and all the government is on board with this. You know for sure the information your kids are consuming is useless. It's not going to give them jobs, both back home and here.
Even here.
And here. But yet, you went to school, you failed because the education you had was so bad. You put your kids in the same education system, and you know it's failing. Let's get the global market skill sets. We need to get the skills required on market, and we have to focus mainly on AI, cloud computing, digital marketing, and agile project management.
Correct.
Because that's all you need. And guess what? You don't need those bachelors, those masters. You just need English. Work on your English skills so you can present your skills to the buyer.
Communicate well, yes.
Instead of spending a lot of money in schools, paying a lot of money to those schools, selling your goods, your houses to pay for the school fees, let your kids just learn English. Bring them to us, and I promise you they're going to succeed, because my kids did the same thing. My boys, they never had to go through those slavery kind of where you sit somebody's teaching you how to make money, but this person is broke.
Almost never made money.
For 20 years he's been teaching, he can barely buy himself a car.
Right.
And he's teaching you how to be successful. And now what he's doing is keeping your kids busy, waking up early in the morning, doing preps, homeworks, and to graduate on a paper, and you can't get a job. And then you put your kid back there? I don't get it. Tell my brother, how is it possible?
What is fascinating, one of the things you come to learn here, but even back home. I'll give an example. If I'm doing a computer science degree, by the time I graduate, what I've learned is obsolete. And that's computer science, that's technology. By the time I enroll, this is a 3-year degree, I enroll now, whatever I'm learning within those 3 years, by the time I graduate, this would have become irrelevant.
Useless.
Technology would have moved. Now, just imagine somebody who is doing history or something.
And I'll give them an opportunity. I know we don't, but I always want to take this moment and show them a couple of technologies you can use. Those classes you're attending with those people, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your everything. You need a couple of things. This is a phone that I use. I'm going to show you how you can use AI and then get a teacher to teach you better than the teacher teaching in the school. So this is the AI. I'm going to ask them questions, and you'll see. Hey, Gemini, I'm doing an interview in IT support. Could you prepare me for the interview, please? I have it on Friday.
Got it. You have an IT support interview on Friday.
Yes. Could you tell me top skills that I need to practice about my interview, which is IT support interview?
Sure. For IT support, you'll want to highlight your problem-solving skills, especially how you troubleshoot technical issues. Talking about your experience with different operating systems, software, and hardware is also key.
Thank you.
Don't forget to mention.
Could you break down for me? I don't understand what's an operating system. What is an operating system?
Sure. An operating system is basically the main software on a computer that lets you use it. Think of it like the engine.
Thank you very much. You see, what I'm trying to tell you, you can get better information from the AI. You can sit in your room, put your headsets, and talk to the AI, and the AI will teach you much better than that teacher who never worked anywhere, than that professor who doesn't know the job market, because the job market is the key point, right?
Sure.
We are designing an AI system that is going to be working as customer service. What do you think about the AI?
I think AI is the future. It's revolutionized everything. I think the way AI was marketed before, the idea was that it's going to replace all blue-collar, low-skill jobs. That was the thinking. But unfortunately, as we know, it's called artificial intelligence. So any role that requires some level of intelligence, a lot more intelligence, is going to be lost. I'll give an example. I was listening to one of, I think he was the CEO of OpenAI, who did mention that in the next 5 years, we won't need any coders. AI can write the code. Now, that is scary. But we still have very many universities teaching people how to code. Coding is good because it just shows you how to think, teaches you how to think. But to take it as a job and you're going to compete with AI,
it makes no sense to me.
Doesn't make sense.
So what do you tell the parents who have those kids going to school studying computer science, all those courses that makes no sense to them? What do you think?
I mean, they can come to, they can look up Saftech Canada College online. They can get a lot of information about there. You don't have to join the college. So that this is not a video to make you join the college.
You are not marketing for. We are just trying to help those who want to be helped.
Yes. So there's a lot of information on that website. But secondly, you can also book, like an appointment for like an hour. And then, we can have conversations with you as a parent or with the child, just to kind of point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
What we see, what we think the future is going to be.
What we've seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's something worth trying out.
To close up for today, we're gonna have a couple more interviews. I will be calling him. He's a very smart guy, and I can't let him just disappear like that. I will make sure I always drag him back so you can learn something from him. He has been in Canada for the long time, and you guys coming here every day, and all of you guys planning to come here, you need to listen to him. And we are working on a project. We are designing an AI, the AI that works at a customer service. And we have a prototype right now in place where you call the number, and we hope to integrate this system into websites for the companies, schools, where you can call and the AI will answer the question. And I want to give you something a little bit before we close up so you understand where the AI is, what we're trying to achieve, and how you can benefit out of it. You need to capitalize and leverage the services that comes with the AI.
Correct.
Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. And the big issue is AI is going to be a challenge for those people who don't know what's going on with the AI.
That's true.
If you stay in touch with the AI, your job is always going to be there because you're going to use the AI. The same thing applies. If somebody doesn't know WhatsApp, so this is an example. Assume we give you a phone number, and every time somebody calls the phone number will answer everything because it's integrated with the AI. So I'm calling the phone number. Yeah, I'm calling today. I need to sign up for the training at Saftech Canada College. Could you tell me which trainings you offer and how do I pay?
Thanks for calling. I understand you're looking for information on training programs that Saftech Canada College offers through All About Sewing and payment details. I do not have access to the training programs at Saftech Canada College. However, I can provide information on the classes we offer here at All About Sewing.
Yeah, could you
like to know?
Yeah, could you tell me about the classes?
Certainly. Best to assist you, could you tell me what type of classes you're interested in? For example, are you looking for beginner quilting classes, machine maintenance, or something else?
Yeah, I'm looking for IT support entry. I don't have any background in IT, but I want to make sure I get a job within 3 to 6 months. So I know we are designing an AI where it should be integrated in your company or be making orders for your clients. Whoever visits the website will get served. You can pick up the calls, you can answer the calls, you can send the emails. And we need to integrate in Africa. It's going to be on a clustered databases of Africa, in East Africa especially. We're in the process of getting all the databases clustered together so we can create the module, and that module's API will be connected to those clusters. Then we can extract those information using chatbots and anything. And those agents will be doing a lot. Imagine how we can benefit out of that.
Correct.
So I really want to say thank you very much for coming. I'll call you more and more.
Sure.
This is a very smart guy, very knowledgeable in North America, but more importantly, he went through the process of Saftech Canada bootcamp. And that bootcamp, within 3 to 6 months, he was able to make it. So if he could, you could as well. Thank you very much for coming, Moses.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And enjoy your summertime.
Thank you.